Grover. Time to get up. This forest needs our protection. That's the spirit.
Alright guys, well today we're going to be going over the Season 3 group build, or Sylvanus build. Yeah, if you haven't already, go follow the Twitch and Twitter down below. That would be super greatly appreciated. There's going to be a pretty big announcement here, hopefully, pretty soon. So without further ado, the first thing you want to upgrade is going to be your 2. The reason why is because it heals, it doesn't damage gods, but this really isn't worth it for your first ability. The second one, though, I do like hitting your 1 because you can throw it behind your tower, and it'll give you just that mana per 5 increase. And everything else. It's pretty good. The next one I do go into is going to be the 2 and then the 3. Upgrade your ult whenever possible because it does work pretty well. Hit the 2, and then at this point you do want to hold on to it. There's going to be no point to really, like, yeah, upgrading anything else. The only thing is it will kind of depend. If you're not really getting your ult off on people and you're not using it as often, like every single time it pops up, like if you're using it, it's got a 90-second cooldown, which is yay, awesome. But if you're not using it till like every 2 or 2.5 minutes, it's not going to be super effective in that sense. So it really depends. Most of the time, I'm able to get in and get my ult off like as soon as it pops up. So it's actually helpful to upgrade it. But if you find yourself not landing your ult as quick as you know, which you should know by level 8, go ahead and upgrade the 3. You won't want to upgrade the ult if you're not getting your ult off because it does only increase the damage by 10 per 1 second. So, I mean, it's only going to increase it 50 per second or 50 per time you ult. So it may not be worth it if you're not ulting. So in that case, go back, upgrade the 2, and then finish off the 3. Then you want to go into your 1. And then lastly, you will upgrade your ult because, like I said, it does only do an extra 50 damage, but it can really stack and help a little bit there for you. Now, you may be asking, why the hell are you not upgrading your 1 and you're upgrading your 3 first after your 2? The reason why is because the more you upgrade it, the cooldown reduction goes down on it, and the cost goes down. This is something new that Hi-Rez did because they wanted you to actually be able to get your pulls off more often and more frequently. But they can't make it blatantly overpowered and put it on like a 10-second cooldown, because how fucking pissed would you be if you were getting pulled by a Sylvanus every goddamn 10 seconds? So, to start on the build, Traveler Shoes is going to be something if you're going to want, if you're in a bigger map like a Siege or a Conquest, you're just going to need the movement speed when you get out, and the health isn't bad. Plus, every time you hit a god, you get 30 gold. So it's definitely not a bad one. So most of the time you will go into that. Go into Breastplate of Valor, and then most of the time I do go Lotus Crown as the 3rd item there. The reason why is because it's a cheap item, gives you the magic power, gives you the mana per 5 seconds, and you'll always have the extra 20 protections, which is super, super helpful. Especially when you look at your 2, which also gives you an extra 25. You're essentially casting shield on yourself and your allies for 5 seconds every time you use it. Bulwark is going to be a good 4th item there. And then the next 2 are going to be kind of counter builds there for you. I would try and recommend going max cooldown, or at least close to some cooldown there for you on Sylvanus. So I have Spirit Robe, not a bad one, depending on if you're taking a lot of magic damage. Genji's Guard isn't bad either, but it's not an absolute necessity. Like I said, you will have to counter build. This definitely isn't a bad one because you can get your pulls off pretty frequently, but I mean, you can see it does go down to every 14 seconds, which is pretty good. So just to show you guys really quick the damage here for you, I try and keep these under 5 minutes. I know sometimes I do fail. But the biggest thing, I've seen so many people try and use their pull and then stun. That's honestly not the best way to do it, because most of the time you're going to miss your 3 because his fucking 3 goes out super, super slow. So most of the time you're going to want to hit your 1 and then hit your, your 3, hit, and then ult. And, you'll do some pretty good damage. It's nothing like spectacularly great. But I mean, it does work. Your basic attacks are quite horrid, actually. But go ahead and use your 2, hit your 3, and that should kill him with the wisps. Yep. Just be wary, as you are a support. You don't want to be taking kills. I know it is kind of difficult to not steal a kill if like you wisp and everything and your ADC starts chipping them away, and then it's your last tick of your wisp that takes away their last 40 health. There's not much you can do about that. But, you know, just realize that you do want to use your shit, use your combo. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, give it a like, comment, subscribe. And until the next time, have yourself a fucking amazing life.